Hey there, campers. It is Saturday in Live Oak, and we are ready for inspection, I think. Um, First of all, I have to mention my tooth. I'm not turning full hillbilly on you guys. Um, it was an old cap, and it actually broke off, so I've got appointments with dentists. I've already seen the dentist, but she's like on a schedule, so I'm gonna be Mayberry hillbilly for a little while, probably 4 to 6 weeks until I can get this cap done or implant and blah blah blah. So, but it gives me more cred for Live Oak. Anyway, Brandon and um, I'm leaving the water trenches as open as possible because I'm going to pressurize it and see where if there's any leaks. But all the electrical and sewer I decided to bury. So Brandon and I rented a little. It's called a dingo in the vernacular. It's basically a walk behind, hey BB, it's a walk behind skip loader. We had a lot of erosion on the back side of this from the rains to the point where the steps collapsed a little bit and one of the brick stacks fell over. The salespeople, you can get into a pissing contest or you can just fix it. They kind of said that it was the problem of whoever did the electrical install, because the trench for the electrical caused the extra erosion. It's not entirely true. There's erosion on the front and all around. But we got the skid steer, and Brandon and I regraded this whole back. And while we're at it, we filled in all the trenches. Unfortunately, the skid steer blew up after about 4 hours. So we didn't really finish. But we got it far enough along that we finished up by hand. Then, in order to delay the onset of further erosion, I decided to lay down this, I think it's 5 or 7 mil tarping. It's landscaping tarping. I only bought one roll. I was supposed to buy two and then had a brain fart. So the second roll will do all the way to the end. It wasn't eroding as bad up there. You can see, hard to tell from video, but it's really had a steep erosion around the mobile home. I ended up putting in larger, like flat step stones that you use for a garden to mount the stairs on. So that's all pretty rock solid. And yeah, this is going to be all decked out here in the back. So I don't want to put too much super effort and money into delaying this erosion. But I think it's going to be better with this tarp and so forth. So we're ready for the inspector. We're going to call him. This is a little trick I've learned, been told about from the contractor guys, is that you don't have to show the buried wire all the way, but put a little piece of PVC in there that he can stick his, periodically, so he can stick his measuring device down there and hit wire, and he's happy. So there's 2, there's 3. And then you can see the air conditioners installed. It's real high on this corner. Ultimately, this whole thing has to be graded that way. I think there's more fill dirt in my future to make this right. So there's another spot. I want to cover the sewer pipe, so I'm going to build this side up, and it'll be well deep over here. Not well deep, but pretty deep. Deep enough. There's a low spot out here in the front, as I've shown you before, and I want to put fill dirt in there, so this whole thing grades that way. We did keep the skid steer alive long enough to fill in the RV sewer. That's now the clean out that's right in front of the septic tank. That's the only thing above ground. We've basically filled it all up to there. Over here is another witness pipe for the trenching. I've marked this stake. This is the corner. I want to mark eventually permanently somehow where the wires and water runs, so I don't lose sight of it. Right here, of course, is another witness mark all the way up to the power pole and our water standpipe. This is not yet glued. The trick on the internet is you leave that high until your final grading, then you cut the pipe and glue this last little cover on, so that's lower to the ground. So that's that. Brandon pretty much did most of this. The wires leading out from the power pole are now buried. This is combination wire water. The wire heads out to the well and the water heads that way. Like I said, I'm leaving as much of the water trench open as possible so that I can do some leak detecting if it leaks. Very, very, very low probability that there's going to be a leak on a straight pipe to straight pipe connection, but you know, better safe than sorry is my opinion. So that's it. We're going to call the inspector and see if we get a gig list or we get a pass. So wish us luck. See y'all later. Bye.